Okay, so now we're going to take our reorganized data that we did in the last segment and do some uh, statistical analysis, an ANOVA comparing group 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so the first thing we need to do is download this data as a CSV file. Again, I like to do it on the desktop, but you can do it wherever you want. All right. And we're going to open up R again. And I've already showed you how to upload data using a file path. There's another way to do it, which might actually be easier. So let's create a variable egg, and we're going to read in a CSV file, just like we did before. But instead of putting the file path in here, we're going to do a function called file.choose, and then create parentheses. So, and when we run this, it's going to open up a menu so we can actually choose the file that we want instead of finding the file path like we did before. So we're going to select the ANOVA sheet 2 file that we just created. All right, and to verify that this has been uploaded to R, we can type out the variable and press enter. And sure enough, all of the data that we needed uploaded has been uploaded. All right, now we're going to do a ANOVA. And to do an ANOVA, we read this data into another variable where all the ANOVA data will be placed. So let's call this simp ANOVA. So it's like a simple ANOVA. All right, we're going to read a function AOV into the simple ANOVA. And so now we have to tell this function where to get its data. So the data is an egg, and then we're going to find the column per egg, so percentage aggression. All right. So per egg. This is case sensitive, so you have to make sure that if there's any capitalized letters, they're still capitalized. Tilde, and then the other, our categorical information, is coming from the category that we just created, that column that we created called group. So it's going to compare all of the data from each group. All right. Okay, now we want a summary of that of that data that we just created. So we're going to do a summary of the simple ANOVA data. And then here is a typical ANOVA output. So we have degrees of freedom between the groups is 1. Within the groups is 46. And then our F value is 0.058. And then our P value is 0.81. So it's there's not a big difference between these groups, and there's certainly not a statistically significant difference between these groups.